Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another fun and interesting presentation today. Your driving question is: how is energy used in the media? Just a reminder about the expectations that the date and the driving question should be underlined. You should have your exercise book or a sheet of paper to make your notes and write your answers to questions, which should be uploaded at the end of the lesson. This can be uploaded via Google document, or you can take a picture of your notes and upload it as a picture. And finally, no other devices that is going to cause you any form of distraction should be in your possession at this point in time. I'm asking you to turn it off and put it away. Let's begin. This is your remember activity and it assesses prior knowledge. We are going to read the instructions together. Write T for true and F for false in your exercise books. So again, you're going to read each of the following statements, write T for true and F for false in your exercise book, so no need to rewrite the question. At this point, I'm going to ask you to pause the recording. Number one, photosynthesis is an exothermic reaction. That is false. Photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction because the process relies on sunlight from the sun in the form of solar energy, and energy is absorbed by the plants. Okay, so because that energy is being absorbed for the process, we say that photosynthesis is an example of an endothermic reaction. Okay, on the other hand, reactions that give off or produce or release heat, those reactions would be exothermic. Number two, oxygen and glucose are products of photosynthesis. That is true. We know that the process of photosynthesis produces oxygen and glucose, which is needed for cellular respiration. Number three, renewable resources are resources that are difficult to replace. That is false. They're easy to be replaced, and as much as you use them, they can be replaced easily or replenished easily over time. Ignore that spelling error there. Number four, solar energy is an example of a non-renewable resource. That would be false. Solar energy is an example of a renewable resource because it can be replenished or replaced over time at the same rate as it's being used up. It's natural, okay? And number five, Thomas Edison discovered the first light bulb. That is true. Number six, the disease in the Middle Ages that wiped out a third of the population was a cardiovascular disease. That is false. The disease was plague, and it wasn't cardiovascular diseases, okay? And number seven, Benjamin Franklin kite experiment reintroduced electricity to the public. That is also true. Welcome to Turner Schools News. Energy in the media. How is energy portrayed in the media? Is it good? Is it bad? What is on our hot topics for today? Energy on American sets. What you need to realize is that in 2013, on the set of actor Jason Bateman's first feature in Bad Words, the following were powered by 4 solar eclipse solar generators. The offices, the trailers, technology, light powers, everything for this set. And that saved gallons of diesel. It also, decreased the total production time. Okay, so using a form of renewable resource is very beneficial, and it's being used on American sets. Okay, so this is something quite interesting that you could read about, okay, on the set of bad words and how energy is used efficiently. On the other hand, then what's happening in England? The end of coal. We want to stop the burning of fossil fuels like coal and oil because we know that it contributes to global warming and pollution, which is not good for our climate. Now, the instructions is to read the newspaper article and answer the comprehension questions on the next slide in your exercise book. You're just writing the answers to the questions. So have a go at reading this newspaper article. News in Britain. At this point, you can pause the recording. Right. Comprehension questions. What is the name of the grid that controls the flow of electricity across England, Wales, and Scotland? That is the national grid. Number two. In the last decade, what percentage of British electricity came from coal? 40%. Could you believe that? Almost half. Almost half. Number three, what was the length of the coal-free period last year, June? That was 18 days, 6 hours, and 10 minutes. And number four, what are some of the negative effects of burning coals or fossil fuels? Air pollution, increased carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the greenhouse effect, tons of waste produced that are not reusable. These are the effects. So it's good that England is trying to move towards more of a renewable source to produce electricity. So that's good news. So what I want you to do is listen to the song and I want you to sing it, learn it. It will be good if you want to make a recording and send it to myself, Mr. Burns, and Mr. Samuels. I love this song. Please pause my recording and check it out. And task two, brainstorm advantages of using renewable resources to generate electricity. Okay, so I want you to pause the recording, take 2 minutes to think, and then write your answers in your exercise book. So why is it important that we use renewable resources to generate electricity? What are your thoughts? Pause the recording, write your thoughts down. Right, welcome back. So it can be replenished over time or replaced over time. It does not pollute the atmosphere. It reduces the amount of health problems. You have more health benefits by using renewable sources to generate electricity. It's low maintenance requirements. So these are different things you could have said. There are a variety of different things you could say, but these are just a few examples. When it all goes wrong. A 7-year-old boy died after being electrocuted while climbing a pub wall, police have revealed. Harvey Tyler was retrieving a ball when he fell and was found unresponsive just after 5 p.m. last September. So this young child was obviously executed because of wires that were maybe had a breakage in them that exposed this child to a live electricity. So yes, electricity, it's very good. It provides, light for our homes. It provides a source for us to use our heating and cooling systems. It allows us to cook. But these are the negative effects of electricity. And this also happened in England. So just a very sad story. Very devastating, His parents, what is his parents thinking? How are they going to feel? It's very, very sad. This is why health and safety regulations are very important. That organizations ensure that everything is inspected to prevent hazards and lower risk of these situations occurring in the future. And the blackouts, when it all goes black. The moment in time I hated as a child. Yes, electricity is great. Yes, it allows us to do enormous amounts of things. But what happens when you have a complete blackout? Take a look. The norm in my home country. What happened in Guyana? 8 blackouts per day in June to August period, according to Stabroek News. Okay? The 14th of September 2019, from June 1st to August 31st, Guyanese customers experienced power outages and alarming 8 times per day on average. 8 times per day on average, blackouts were happening. Could you imagine if it's nice and sunny, you have a blackout, it doesn't really matter what happens when the sun is all gone. You are in darkness. Evaluating the blackout experience as a child. Electricity. It's never going to always go right. The good thing and the bad thing. So when we evaluate, we look at the good or the advantages or pros, and we also look at the bad or the disadvantage or the cons. So all of the words mean the same thing. The good thing is hide and seek was so fun. Oh my God. You couldn't find me in that blackout. But the bad thing is, well, if I had homework, then I was stuck studying with a candle. That's just not a nice feeling. But yeah, that's the good and the bad. And that's what we mean by to evaluate. So that is a key word that you will need for tackling questions for your GCC in the future, evaluating different things. Give me the good, give me the advantage, give me the pro, or give me the con, the bad, or the disadvantage. And to end the lesson, fun facts. State 4 fun facts about energy. Don't forget to upload your work on Google Classroom, along with the date, the driving question, and other answers to questions throughout this voiceover presentation. 4 fun facts. I am waiting here to read all the fun facts that you're going to produce about energy. Again, this is Miss Burnett. Thank you and stay safe.